Hey, what's up guys, Chris here, back in the video. So today I've got a couple of different things that I'll be talking about. We've got a couple things in the news that I kind of want to get to, and we'll start out with the Panasonic will be soon announcing, and I don't have a date yet, a 24mm f1.8. Now this is a lighting lens that's kind of exciting to me because they announced a while back that they were going to come out with the 85, the 50, the 35, and the 24mm prime lenses, all 1.8s, all very similar design lenses, and this was exciting to me. I don't necessarily have much of a use for a 50 and an 85, and those two lenses have already been announced and released, and you can go buy them at this moment. But there has not been a 24mm 1.8 yet, and that is the one that I'm most interested in because I think a nice fast 24mm 1.8 is a great little like studio lens when you don't really have a lot of space. And if you can look behind me, I do have a little bit of a studio getting set up over here, so I will be getting out of the stupid chair and into like an actual studio setting in the near future. So hopefully you stay tuned and you see some good content coming out pretty soon. I'm kind of hoping this lens is right around the same price as the other ones, like the $550, $600 mark. So we'll see about those. But this is definitely an exciting lens to me. So let's go to some of the specs that we have. 12 elements, 11 groups, and 3 spherical lenses, 1 UED lens, 3 ED lenses. Minimum shooting distance of 0.24 millimeters, so about a little less than a foot, I suppose. Maximum shooting magnification of 0.15x. Filter diameter 67 millimeters. That's a really great. I also have the 20 to 60, which also has a 67 millimeter. So if any kind of, I believe this is actually this is like a 72. I'm on the Fuji X-T4, by the way, shooting on the X-T4 today. Just with the kit lens, the 16 to 80. I'm gonna do a comparison here pretty soon between Panasonic and Fujifilm. So hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned to the channel. We'll get to that here in the near future. Size of this lens is 73.6 by 82 millimeters, and the weight is only 310 grams. So you got a nice light lens. 24 millimeters is, for me, it's like the perfect. I really would like to see a 20mm 1.8. That's why I really did. I'm such a big fan of Sony cameras, because that 20mm 1.8, I think, to be honest with you, is the best lens in the business. But it is what it is, and we do what we got. But 24 1.8 coming out soon. I don't have a date on this yet, but it should be pretty soon. Matter of fact, I think this one should have been the first one that came out, because I think 24 is a lens that a lot of people are looking for, myself included. I know there's not a lot of people in the L-mount alliance right now. There's not a lot of people that use Panasonic cameras, and I understand that, because when you look at the competition, Panasonic right now is being saved by the Sigma lenses, in my opinion. They really have kind of just, I don't know, I think they're very confused by their camera industry right now, because they come out with basically a GH5 Mark II. Yeah, it was updated. There's some new features on it, but for the most part, it's pretty much the same camera. The GH6, who knows when that's going to come out. I kind of actually figured it would be out by now, but it's not. And then they came out with this full frame system a few years back, and there's only like 8 or 9 lenses, I think, total that are Panasonic Leica branded. Obviously, you have the whole Leica system, but if you're going to spend $2,000, or the Panasonic S5 right now for the body alone is like $1,700. If I'm going to spend $1,700, I probably on a camera body. I'm probably not looking to buy a 24 to 70 that's like $5,000. I don't know. I shoot with the Sigma 24 to 70 f2.8. Typically, that's my lens that I use on this camera. I don't know. So I'm really excited about the 24 1.8. And new Mega DAP ETZ11 Sony E-mount to Nikon Z mount adapter. So for the folks out there that shoot with the Nikon Z cameras, being the Z6, Z7, Mark II versions, as well as the new ZFC that just came out, APS-C cameras, the Z50 that came out, as well as the Z5. If you're a Nikon shooter, some very, very exciting news. There is an adapter out that is coming that will allow you to connect Sony lenses to your Nikon Z cameras, Sony E-mount lenses to your Nikon Z cameras. Why is that exciting? Well, because currently in the full frame system, there's not another camera company that even can come close to competing with Sony, in my personal opinion. And I say that because, you know, not only do they have a complete lineup of lenses and their own Sony branded system, you know, G Master lenses, but they also have several third-party companies that make really great lenses, to include Tamron and Sigma, you know, that make really high-end lenses for their systems. Not a lot of other companies have that right now. When you look at like Canon and Nikon, you know, they came out with their, you know, Z mount for Nikon and the RF mount for Canon just a few years back. Yes, they both have full lineup of lenses already. They've done really well. I think Canon and Nikon have done much better than Panasonic when it came to their lens system, because they've actually come out with a lot of new lenses, whereas Panasonic just kind of hasn't. But with Nikon having this, and they have access to all these great Z-mount lenses, E-mount lenses, this is really huge news in my opinion, because especially, I believe this thing is an autofocus thing too. So with the Nikon, you know, the Z9 coming out, and you have access to, you know, Sigma lineup of lenses, that is going to be amazing, because the Sigma lineup I mean, obviously you can get the FTZ adapter and still get those old Sigma lenses, but those are older, like DSLR lenses. The new mirrorless versions of these are so much better than the older ones were. That's not to say the older ones weren't great, but they are a lot better nowadays. That 24-70 Sigma f2.8 is a beautiful lens. And I'll be honest with you, anybody who's got a Sony or a Panasonic, that should be one of your first couple lenses that you buy, full frame cameras. And now you can also use it for the Z-mount cameras. So now, you know, and the great thing about this adapter too is it's like the size of a coin. It's not like the big thick adapters like, you know, your Sigma MC11 or anything like that, or your FTZ adapter, your Canon EF to RF adapter. It's just a very small thin piece that just kind of clips on, so it doesn't look like there's any kind of added distance, you know, in the lens mount. So it's not going to add any length onto your camera. This is a great little option here. Pretty excited about this one myself, actually. I've never really shot with a Nikon camera. I've never really been much of a fan. I've been looking at a couple of different ones. The Z5 I'm quite interested in, and now I'm kind of interested in the Z6 Mark II, actually, because, you know, the price on that camera compared to, you know, what else is in the market in that range. Like I look at, like, to be honest with you, the two best cameras in the market right now for making like YouTube videos, and that's all I do with cameras is make YouTube videos. The two best cameras on the market right now are the Canon R6, in my opinion, and the Sony A7S Mark III. Now the A7S Mark III is obviously a very expensive camera. So is the Canon R6. Not nearly as expensive as the A7S III, but I look at some other cameras to see, you know, if I can make do, I guess, with them. And I've been thinking about some Nikon cameras, and I don't think I can. I'm not gonna switch anything. I'm pretty happy with my setup that I've got right now, unless I do get one of those other two cameras, or both of them. I like to have them both, to be honest with you. But anyways, that's about it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.